Are you a Dave? Would you like to stop being one? Well, too fucking bad. We're Abridgers, not miracle workers. But you can at least stop being called a Dave by contributing to this channel via our Patreon. That's right, for only $1 a month, if you want to be a bitch about it, you can stop being called a Dave and get early looks and sneak peeks at upcoming projects. Well, some of you. The Dollar Store patrons only get early access.
Who the fuck ordered a commercial for our Patreon?
Ha ha!
No, seriously, why are we advertising during a one-shot?
Or you can be super badasses like these guys. They help us keep the lights on, hire new editors, and let us do more projects like this one.
Who the fuck are you? And why are you here?
But that's not all. You also get full access to our Discord channel instead of the meager Dave level. And if you want to be a super mega ultra hyper dab on the haters not Dave...
You can't throw random adjectives like that together and call it a sentence!
Ha ha! You wrote it.
And then I deleted it because it hurt my brain to type that crap. Seriously, how did you find it?
They get to know how it all ends and how it's connected. Don't believe me? Ask Angel. He knows the end to LHA and it will blow your mind. A lot like Snoo Snoo.
We did tell Angel, and that was the reaction.
So if you don't want to be a Dave and actually want that good shit, become a patron, and not a cheap $1 whore patron. Become a champagne patron.
We love all of our patrons just for helping out. The amount isn't what matters. Don't listen to his lies!
The link is in the description below, along with the link to our Discord. Did I mention we have a Discord? 'Cause we have a Discord. It's made of real velour.
Okay, this needs to end right now.
And who's gonna stop it, Dave? You?
You know I meant you, right?
And now back to our program. Don't forget to become a patron today.
Hello, everybody. I'm in the process of fixing a thing. Give me just a moment. 450 by 1080. And by doing that, I now can go into property. No, not fucking filters. God damn it. Properties. Okay. And then I paste that. And then I hit OK. And now what are we doing? No, 1080, not 1880. There we go. There we go. Now the chat's keeping up. Why did I break what? I didn't break anything. You did it. It's all your fault. 'Cause I said so. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if I got this right or not. By the way, it's just me, so God help you all. Guys, did we talk about this last week? Because I'm pretty sure we talked about this last week. Let me check. 31st. When was the 31st? It was a Monday. So, technically, I think he posted about this. But now, 2 more people have... See, this is Calvin's story, so I don't know. So I'm having to, keep up with this. You did talk about that last week. Thank you, Revan. Okay. Well, this is story 1. Basically, multiple people accuse Skullgirls developer of making inappropriate sexual comments. So, yet again, there's another pervert in the gaming industry that can't seem to keep his mouth shut and act like a fucking human being. So, rant. Rant over. Done. Okay, this was another one that Calvin was supposed to talk about. I guess I'll get to it. Powerpuff Girls live-action series in development at CW. Dear God, why? The Powerpuff Girls could soon fly again. Variety has learned that a live-action version of the classic Cartoon Network series is in development at the CW. In the updated version of the series, the titular superheroes are now disillusioned 20-somethings. Oh my fucking god! Who resent having lost their childhood to crime fighting. Will they agree to reunite now that the world needs them more than ever? The project hails from writers and executive producers Heather Regnier and Diablo Cody, Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schichter. I don't know how to pronounce that name. David Madden will executive produce via Berlanti Productions. Warner Brothers Television will produce. The original Powerpuff Girls was created by Craig McCracken. In that series, Professor Utonium accidentally created the elementary school-aged super teen of Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup by combining sugar, spice, and everything nice with the mysterious Chemical X. The show ran for 6 seasons and 78 episodes between 1998 and 2005. Powerpuff Girls movie was released in 2002, while a rebooted animated series began airing on Cartoon Network in 2016. Dude, do we need this? Do we need this? I don't think we need this. Calvin, I tried calling you, bro. I tried. Like, several times. I'm going in the order that we're in. Okay. Should the show go to series, it would check multiple boxes for the CW, the network, and Berlanti have built up a large swath of superhero programming via the DC universe, while also placing an emphasis on representation for people of color and women on screen. The CW has also found great success in programming more adult-themed reboots of beloved IPs, such as what they did with the Archie Comics franchise and Riverdale, another Berlanti production. Riverdale, another series that I did not watch. Dude, if you texted me, I may have just got it. Okay, yeah, I just got it. Okay. Rainier is currently under an overall deal with Warner Brothers Television. Her past credits include the recent Veronica Mars revival, Smilf, iZombie, Falling Skies, and Sleepy Hollow. Okay, iZombie and Sleepy Hollow were good. I didn't see Smilf or Falling Skies. Thank God I didn't see Smilf. And Veronica Mars came in a bit late. She is repped by UTA and Hanson Jacobs. Cody is best known for writing the critically acclaimed comedy feature Juno, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay in 2008. Her other films include Jennifer's Body, which, yeah, and Young Adult. She also co-created the Amazon comedy series One Mississippi alongside Tig Notaro and Showtime's United States of Terror alongside Toni Collette. So, a live-action Powerpuff Girls. I'm not down. Especially now that I know that these are jaded 20-somethings that feel like they lost their childhood to crime fighting. It's like, that's not even an original take. You're literally describing Titans, or at least you're describing Nightwing in Titans. It's basically Umbrella Academy, but more PC. No, I agree. Fucking hell, dude. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. From one headache to another. That's what's happening here. Oh, by the way, did you guys hear that Robert Pattinson tested positive for COVID and that shut down the Batman? That was sad. Alrighty, next. God bless EA. That's That's all I got to say there. God bless EA. It really is just a fun time to be alive on PhatDogStudios, because every time EA fucks up, over here on PhatDog, we get a bump in subscribers and views. Okay. So, if you guys didn't know, on top of the boys being on the Octagon, they literally placed ads in the middle of UFC 4 during the review, or the fucking slow-mo playback stuff at the beginning and at the end of it. And what do you know? Gamers didn't like it. Holy shit. What a fucking surprise when you put ads into a $60 fucking game. People kind of like shit themselves in frustration. Who would have thunk? Clearly, the PR people at EA were like, oh, well, we didn't think this would happen. We were trying to think. No, you fucking did know it was happening, because when this was reported on, and we talked about this before, it was talking about how their board knew they were going to get a bit of backlash from it. Come on, you fucking greedy fuckers. You knew this was going to happen. So on top of that, I can't show the video because I'll get in trouble. But essentially, EA responds to this in their typical way in a statement to Eurogamer, blah, blah, blah. It is abundantly clear from your feedback that integrating ads into the replay and overlay experience is not welcome. The advertisements have been disabled by the team, and we apologize for any disruption in gameplay that players may have experienced. However, that extra bit of change that we got from Amazon for this, oh, we're swimming in it right now. Like, come on. Nobody's gonna buy this PR bullshit. You did this intentionally. You knew what the reaction was gonna be. You just wanted to know how long you could get away with it. And please, for the love of God, stop giving them fucking excuses. When people are like, oh, well, you know, if it wasn't so intrusive. No, fuck you. It's a $60 goddamn game, even if I don't play that kind of game. Like, that shit is not my cup of tea. I'm not into sports games and stuff like that. But regardless, you paid $60 for a game, and they're going to place ads in the middle of it? Oh, and by the way, the best part is they did this bullshit after a review had already happened. After a fucking review from the press. So as soon as they got a decent review from the press, they went ahead and put this shit in 3 weeks after launch. This is fucking disgusting. As gamers, how long are we going to let them get away with this bullshit? If I hear another fucking excuse on behalf of EA, I swear to God I'm putting ads up and down Log Horizon episode 11 and 12. All the fuck over them. I won't even do it ironically and in a funny way like something Witty did. I'll just blatantly put a fucking ad in there. This is such bullshit. They need to be called out for this behavior, and not one of those things where like, oh, well, if... No, fuck that. There is no if. Because if you give these greedy sons of bitches an inch, they will take a mile. That's how it is. That's how the entire... that's the way that we ended up in the whole fucking thing that we're in today with these goddamn greedy ass fucking companies. Because in the 2000s, we kept letting them do stuff. We were like, okay, DLC, it's extra content that's added on. Well, it stopped being extra content that was added on later, and it started being content that was already in the game, but wasn't fully finished. And they were like, well, we could charge extra for this now. And it's like, no, fuck you. Make the full goddamn game we paid for. We pay for a $60 game. We expect a $60 fucking experience. I understand that devs have a lot of work that they do, and I I understand that they got mouths to feed and shit, and I understand that working on this stuff is long and it's tiring and it's hard. I get that, but this isn't helping the devs. This is to pad the wallets of greedy fucking CEOs. This is absolute bullshit. And as consumers, you should not understand it. Are we not in the middle of a global fucking crisis? Has the economy not taken enough of a beating at this point? I'm pretty sure, like, people don't have a lot of choices in where they need to throw their money at right now. So EA, you want to do this blatant, greedy corporate bullshit in the middle of a pandemic in which people are actually having to worry about how much money comes out of their wallets? God, I hope this turns around and fucks you hard in the ass. I really fucking hope it does. This is such goddamn bullshit, and I am sick and tired of it, and I'm sick and tired of reporting on this shit. I mean, yes, part of me jumps in joy every time EA fucks up, because I know we're gonna get people coming to the channel and checking shit out, because EA is tagged in our Log Horizon videos, because we shit on EA. All I'm saying is fuck EA, spike dildo, no lube. Oh, and by the way, if this bullshit wasn't enough to get you pissed, not only did they do it in UFC 4, they went back and retroactively did it in UFC 3. So if you play UFC 3, you got ads too! What the fuck? I can't even be mad! Like, this is just blatant corporate greed! How are people letting them get away with this? They're all right. So EA, you're fucking up in the sports arena, which is your last big arena. You're fucking up with UFC, you're fucking up with FIFA, and you're fucking up with Madden. People are getting wise to your bullshit, and they're starting to not care about these games anymore. I had to clarify after that pause. They're starting to not care about your games to the point that they may not even buy them. And if those games go away, EA, you're fucked. You are seriously fucked, because you know and I know that games like Madden and FIFA and UFC and these yearly fucking titles are the bread and butter of everything that you guys do. Like, this is where you make this is where about, I'd say easily over half of your fucking money comes from. Oh, yeah. NBA stuff, like all those sports games are starting to come under scrutiny, and people are just sick and fucking tired of it. Not to mention, you've got the fucking US Senate and Congress now taking a very hard look at your fucking loot box mechanic bullshit, surprise mechanics, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Basically, you're straight out gambling. And so this is why, if I ever have children, they will never play one of these fucking bullshit games, because it's a goddamn scam, and you will not get my child addicted to gambling. Fuck you, EA. Go eat a turd. End of rant. Whew. All right, so as you can see, user score for UFC 4 fucking plummeted, and I'm so happy to see that. Sense of pride and accomplishment. There we go. All right, so there we are, guys. That was the story. Oh, Calvin, buddy, you've already missed half the show. Hold on, I have to turn you on now. There, you can now be heard. But yeah, there we go. You've missed most of the show, buddy. We're on the last 3 stories now.
I hear you.
I don't know. Why can't you hear me? Why can't you hear me, sir? Why?
Oh, wait.
Oh, and so...
There we go.
And so...
Now I can hear.
Yeah, I can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
Okay. All right, good. I couldn't hear everybody or anybody or anything.
Okay. Oh, just
Hello.
so everybody's aware, this is how I'm staying sane right now. I just want everybody to join in on the fact that I'm staying sane because of literature. So please enjoy that. All right. Okay. What the fuck is the abridged community fucking pissed off about now? I read it. Holy shit, there was a lot. I can't go into everything, but holy shit, there was a lot. Essentially, let me see if I get the parties' names right, which was the important thing. Making sure I get names right. And handles as well. Okay, so person's name is G Guy King, who used to do some voice work with the Schmucks. It came out that he was someone who groomed minors, like teenagers specifically. He was grooming this teenager in the Philippines. I don't want to go into like too much of it. Guys, literally you can click on the Discord link. This Discord was made specifically for this, so you can read all, like, if you want to see the tea that got spilt, you can look at all the tea you want there. But yeah, this is some sick shit. And every time shit like this happens, I have to look back and make sure I didn't even accidentally do any of this shit, because it was never my intention. So yeah, this guy used to work for the Schmucks, and then the Schmucks found out about this last year. They talked with, according to Coffin Jockey, he talked with her about this, Gia. He talked to her about this, and, or they talked to her about this. By the way, she was an artist for this voice actor dude, and he was, like, taking it seriously. She lives in the Philippines, and he did actually go up and visit her a few times, and he was doing all this shit while she had a boyfriend. So, this is just some of her art and stuff that I'm going through so you can see who she is. I like her art. It's pretty good. Like, if we didn't have enough artists already, I would have hired her for that shit. Is this her? Oh, icon versus artist. Gotcha. Now she's like 19 or something now, but she was like 16, 17 when this all went down. And apparently it had been going on for a while before that, so early grooming of a minor. Anyway, Coffin Jockey said that they've known about it for a year. The reason they didn't talk about it was because she didn't want this shit out public. And then, and yeah, so they didn't talk about it, and now they're getting a lot of hate thrown at them for not outing this guy, and by not outing this guy could have created potentially more victims in this year of time or whatever. And it's like, so basically the Schmucks are taking a lot of shit because of this one guy that used to work for them that doesn't work for them anymore, hasn't for a while, but because they didn't out him for being the scumbag that he was, they're taking a lot of shit. Even though one of the victims specifically asked them not to talk about it because she didn't want to get dragged into it.
It kind of
Cam, if you missed it, you can kind of come back and check it out. The only thing I can tell you, dude, is just go read the thing. Like, there's a lot, and there's not just a lot. It's not just her typing up shit in text. It's also like a shit ton of screen grabs of like conversations and phone text and shit like that going on. But she did say a lot of their stuff over the phone was like just spoken over the phone. But there are like text messages and shit like that. And I mean, there's just a lot. And this is like, the Discord link is dead? Shouldn't be. I mean, I'm still here unless they've closed it out, but I don't. Like, I'm still in here.
Invite is expired.
Ah. Well then. It may have been a specific. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Oh. Generate a new link. Copy. Wow. Okay. Well, all I can say is just make sure. What story was this? Jesus Christ. Okay, 1, 2, 3 had a bunch of different stories. Is this story 4? This may be story 4. Yeah, there's the Twitter one, and then I'm just gonna. Okay, under story 4. Yeah. Let me save this. All right, refresh and let me know if you see a new link in the description. On under story 4's original link, there should be a secondary link. Let us find out.
Let me clear my throat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, there is. There is a Discord GG link now. Let us check that real quick. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yep, it works.
Okay, it does in fact work. GG story 5. And okay, and save, and I'm going to refresh one more time to make sure I got it. Got all the spacing issues fixed. God damn it. Okay. Let me see if I got everything fixed like it's supposed to be. More fucking less. Okay. Sure. Close enough. Got any good news? I've got some meh news coming up and maybe potentially good news, but not a lot. No. I haven't seen stuff this messed up since Luffy ate Kobe beef. Oh my god. That's good news. I'm going fishing next week. Congratulations on going fishing. Hopefully it's just you and the fish because humanity is kind of fucked right now.
What else is new?
Just got here, but it's justifiable, but it's true. Nightwolf, hello. You're new, or at least your name appears to be new. Hi. Lucky I have uni tomorrow. You're right. All right, so Jesus Christ. So, I mean, read at your own risk is all I'm gonna say. There's some messed up stuff in there. Okay, this is just kind of meh news to me. I wanted to make sure we had some anime and stuff. So there's an official trailer out now for a webtoon version of Full Metal Alchemist. It will be reformatted and colorized for the Kakao page. Here's the thing. We already have the manga for Full Metal Alchemist. How we have a fucking anime for Full Metal Alchemist? Why do we need a webtoon? Like, it's the same fucking story, just in the webtoon format. I don't understand why we would need to read it, why anybody would feel compelled to go read this. I mean, there's the diehard people or whatever. It's a webtoon, so I don't know. But it's going up in Korean, English, and some other shit. I don't know.
Is this for people that live on their cell phones, on their smartphones or something?
Yeah. It's supposed to be one of those online comic things, but like I don't know, dude. The thing is, you don't need it. Literally, if you want to see Full Metal Alchemist on your cell phone, it's streaming.
This kind of reeks of capitalism.
Yeah, Jim, it's that's not a thing I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the fact that California is on fire. Like, I'm just not. Like, if you're looking for that, that's not nerdy news. We're only talking about nerdy news. If you want depressing shit, I mean, to be fair, this is all pretty depressing, and I'm just talking about nerdy shit. But, like, regular news is like, take the depressing and multiply it by cancer. That's regular news. I don't want to talk about regular news. Like, fucking hell, regular news had me on a constant state of depression, and that was before 2020. So yeah, this is kind of my answer to, like, can we just talk about nerdy shit? I mean, the thing is, most of the nerdy shit isn't making me happy nowadays either. But like I said, man, this is just kind of meh. I mean, if you want good news in the manga side of things, Fire Force's manga seems to be doing really well right now. The anime is definitely giving it a boost. People are raving about season 2 of Fire Force, and apparently Eden Zero is getting an anime. I didn't even know it had done enough chapters to equal an anime. I don't. All right, so if somebody wants to talk about Shield Hero that's on this show, like Calvin or Fell or somebody, if they want to talk about Shield Hero, they're more than welcome to. I don't actually like Shield Hero, so like I've watched all of it, and I'm like, I grew out of that angsty bullshit character a long time ago, so I don't want to revisit those feelings and emotions. So, but yeah.
I haven't watched enough of it to really form an opinion, so
It's
pass.
Chainsaw Man. I haven't checked out Chainsaw Man specifically because I'm waiting for the anime. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen right now. If you want, I'll show you guys my list of shit that I'm checking out. Dropped it around 38 before it got adapted. But I mean, there's Full Metal Alchemist. Like, if you want to know the manga, the story of the manga, just go watch Brotherhood. Literally, it's had 2 anime series. I don't think it needs a fucking webtoon. This is just, this feels stupid and or marketed greed. But whatever, dude. Like, if Kodansha's jumping into the webtoon game, bless him. But this doesn't sound like it's a Kodansha specific thing. This sounds like it's just, or a Kodansha thing. This sounds like it's just Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm like, I don't think we need that. Alrighty. So, some semi-good news. Well, I don't know why Henry Cavill Superman was trending, but it's been trending, and people are calling, people online have it trending. And this happened today, by the way. This was like a couple hours ago. This has been trending quite nicely, and it's basically people calling for a Man of Steel 2. They want to see Man of Steel Part 2. And I'm down with that. Like, but that's just, I mean, it is what it is. That's the main thing people are talking about in this. They're like, hey, DC, give Henry Cavill another Superman movie. And I'm down for it. I'm all for it. You want DC to stop sucking? Well, you don't want me to talk about what's going on between them and Ray Fisher, then. You definitely do not. Okay, so, you know what? I don't need to do it that way. All right, I will show you guys what's going on. You should be able to see this in the drop down. If not, okay, so this is what I'm reading on Viz, and this is my Viz manga shit, my Shonen Jump. So if it's better than Man of Steel 1, Man of Steel 1 wasn't that bad when you go back and rewatch it. Reverses the trend? I doubt it. If Snyder's going to be directing it, I doubt it. Because he has a specific aesthetic. And honestly, I wasn't that thrown off by Man of Steel 1. It wasn't that bad. But anyway. So on Shonen Jump, I'm reading One Piece, Dr. Stone, My Hero, Black Clover, Mashal. If you have not checked out Mashal, Magic and Muscles, it's basically like, what if Saitama ended up at Hogwarts? It's kind of like that. All right. Then we get We Never Learn, which is a newer series about Jujutsu Kaisen is there, but I haven't started reading it yet. Platinum End, I need to go back and do Seraph at the end. Of course, I've talked about Spy X Family a lot. World Trigger, One Punch Man, Blue Exorcist, Boruto, and Haikyuu is finished, so I just can read it from the beginning to the end if I want. But yeah, there we go. Why is Zendaya trending? Why is Zendaya trending? Who knows? Well, there you go, guys. There you go, guys. It is literally that is literally all the stuff. That is all of the tea. To be spilled, as it were. I have done my rant and I covered all the topics. It took 30 minutes. Wow. Only 30 minutes.
Including the rants. That's impressive.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you, I completely forgot about the Powerpuff Girls story. I completely forgot that I posted that. I think I just felt a lot of disdain, and I just wanted to share it with everybody else, and that was really about it.
Oh. When you post a story, dude, you're usually the one that has to cover it.
That's fair. But
okay, apparently everybody's talking about Zendaya's selfies or something, and I'm like, whatever, man.
Why?
I don't know. I don't even fucking know anymore, man. Like I'm lost. This
I think
year
that's
has
how
made
many of us are feeling right now.
that this dang freaking this year, man. It's 2020, man.
Yeah.
One of these days, somebody's gonna have a bad day, and they're gonna be like, "It's 2020 all over again." I'm like, "No, you shut your goddamn mouth."
I just don't know anymore.
I just don't know
I just
anymore.
don't know.
I just don't know anymore.
Let's see. I think you've covered all the reasons why I'm not in favor of the new Powerpuff Girls reboot, and then some. I mean, honestly, like Cartoon Network did a good enough job castrating that series when freaking they killed the animation budget back in the 90s.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I have a whole rant about that. Like they were like the animation, but like them slashing their in-house animation budget killed Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab. Good lord, did you see what the fuck happened to Dexter's Laboratory?
I don't want to relive this. No.
So seeing this live action reboot,
2020
I was
has
just
already
like,
made me sad
I don't
enough. I don't need anything more than that at the moment. At this point, I want to talk to 2020 like I'm Les Grossman.
Listen here, fuckface, and I mean fuck your own face.
Oh man.
I mean, just that alone made me feel a little bit better.
This year
I
is
think-
a Dave. I agree. 2020 is the result of people jinxing every year by saying this is the worst year ever, and then 2020 is like, hold my beer.
2020 is Dave and Chad. They're the bastard love child of Dave and Chad, basically.
I will just happily say right now that I am, in fact, very happy to announce that PhatDogStudios is currently working full steam. Irregardless of the fact that we've had 4 COVID cases. Yeah. 4 COVID cases.
Yeah, just in house.
Lanessia caught the COVID. Ariane caught the COVID. Jesus. Now 2020 is the year we sacrificed for the rest of eternity to Soul Eldritch Horror.
To Soul Eldritch Horror.
Nah, man. 2020 is the year that everybody thought 2012 was supposed to be. This the worst year I've ever been in. Bro. Carl, I don't even think you've experienced that many years. I've only experienced 38, but I can tell you this is the worst year. And my mother, who is in her 60s, has straight up confirmed this is in fact the worst year.
My mother's probably got a few years on your mom, and my mom also confirms this has been the worst year.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And what's even funny is our government doesn't even do anything to try and lessen the pain.
They're relishing in it.
Or adding to it.
That too.
It's like, God damn it. Could our president just please close his mouth for 5 fucking minutes? We're already well aware of the fact that his shoe fits in it precisely. He doesn't need to put his foot in his mouth anymore. It's not impressive. Rick, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, don't subscribe. You don't get to laugh in Canadian. You literally are like, you're literally standing on top of a fire. Don't think that you won't get burned by this. Nope, too hard. Why must you tempt 2020? America's attic during a fire. Yeah, literally, the house is on fire and you guys are in the attic thinking, oh, gee, it's okay. I don't know what everybody's screaming about.
Hey, man, I didn't say I was going to be laughing for long.
Or very hard. No, I don't hear any Canadians actually say a boot. They say a boat. I hear a lot of Canadians say a boat, and sorry.
I heard.
Sorry.
I heard in a boot once. It threw me off, and it was actually a customer at my job, and I had to try really hard not to laugh after he said it, because I was not expecting it.
Carl, I guarantee you, Trudeau is nowhere near as bad as the one we have. We'll trade you. You want to trade? We'll trade. Gladly take Trudeau.
Same.
Sorry about that there, bud. Yep. Sorry. But yeah, there we go. That's that. We've covered all the news. It's a shit show. Welcome to 2020. Also, thank you, EA, for boosting our channel yet the fuck again. An overpowered freezer? Oh, they ain't cold. Also, I'd like to know why it is that there are states that like fucking 10 hours away car drive that are fucking hotter than me right now. Like, it's like in the 90s here, and then Pennsylvania's in the hundreds? What the fuck? The hell is going on?
Oof.
And Carl's like, I'd like an economy. Bro, so would we. Carl, you seem to think everybody in the U.S. is doing good or some shit. Let me explain to you. Half of our country is below the poverty line. They're not saying it out loud, but the depression has already hit. The stock market is doing good. That's not the economy. The real fucking economy. Richest third world country, and yet, the majority of our people have never seen that. Our economy works for the top and not anybody else.
Yep.
And I don't care what side of the divide of politics you find yourself on. That's the one thing pretty much everybody agrees on. The rich get richer, the poor stay poor. Welcome to unfettered capitalism, otherwise known as crony capitalism. No roaring 20s, just straight to the depression. Yeah, you're not wrong. But you got to also realize that the roaring 20s actually led to the depression. See, the thing is right now, the stock market's doing well, but eventually the bottom's going to drop out because we live in a consumer-based economy, and what is helping the bottom line of the top is not going to keep the economy up for very long. Okay. I'm assuming you meant Albertan. There's an L in there, I believe. Sorry, bud. I believe there should be an L in that. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, my flying spaghetti monster. We are a country-sized pyramid scheme. You're... Well, at least World War III can make it in time for 20... Why? Why would you guys say that? Why? Fucking... All right, God damn it. Good night, everybody. Just fucking... Oh, my God. Don't jinx us. The Mayan who fucked up and wrote 2012 on the ancient calendar instead of 2021. Just... Wow. No. Jim, it really doesn't. Whoever told you that, they don't know what they're talking about. There are plenty of winners who've ended up absolutely fucking bankrupt. Case in point, the whole reason why America was getting taxed after the 7 Years' War, Britain won the 7-year war against France, and they were completely fucking bankrupt. That's not how that went. The reason why World War II went the way it did was because production and the entire country got behind that level of production. Like, the entire fucking country became a production industry and a consumer. Like, everybody was buying. Like, there was a it's you do a little bit more reading. Income tax is not the thing that started World War I. It was a bullet to the dome that started World War I. Escalation.
Income tax started
in World War I.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck income tax. But when you turn around and you get your tax return, suddenly you're all happy. That and the loss of the British Empire, which led to a food shortage and other resource issues. I mean, again, Britain would like a word with you because, again, they won. No, they didn't lose all their resources and colonies after the 7 Years' War. They had plenty of them. Shit, America was one of their colonies. That's why they taxed the hell out of them. Also, India would like a word with you about the British Empire real quick, because that one didn't go away anytime soon. Also, Hong Kong would like to speak to you, because, there's a thing happened in 1997. But anyway, well, we're not specifically talking about World War I. We were talking about the British would like a word with you because of the whole war is good for the economy thing, which was disproven very easily after the 7 Years' War. In fact, I think before people jump to saying this thing or that thing, history itself would just like a word with you. Alrighty. We're gonna go. Because I didn't mean to start like a fucking war here, but apparently one or two tried to come at me, and I'm just gonna be like, nope. I need to stop trying to remember history after 19 hours of being away. Yes. Don't 19 hours of being awake. Don't try and quote anything. Jesus. No, wait. Bye.